Liv Morgan was set to turn babyface for blockbuster WWE match before her injury reports. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer. Have a nice day. For the WWE family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Liv Morgan's injury has had a massive effect on WWE, with several perfectly laid out plans thrown out of the window. One of them, seemingly, was a babyface turn. The Judgment Day member suffered a separated shoulder seconds into her match against Kairi Sane on Raw last week. WWE has confirmed that she will be out for a few months, with the timing proving to be deeply unfortunate for her and the company. While feuds against Anoa'i Sky and Nikki Bella had already begun, Liv Morgan was also set for a blockbuster mixed tag team match. According to Corey Hayes of Body Slam, WWE was planning for her and Dominic Mysterio to face Roxanne Perez and Finn Balor. This essentially would have meant a babyface turn for the on-screen couple. One of the plans included further turmoil within Judgment Day, leading to Liv and Dominic facing off against Roxanne and Finn. WrestleVotes had previously reported that the mixed tag team match was being planned for SummerSlam 2025. However, for now, WWE will have to move ahead with Perez's inclusion in the Judgment Day's business without Morgan's presence. In a natural turn of events, Roxanne Perez will take Liv Morgan's spot in her tag team with Raquel Rodriguez, as reported by PW Insider. While not official yet, WWE might be waiting until after Night of Champions to announce the continuation of the Judgment Day's reign with the women's tag team title. In Liv's absence, Roxanne may also attempt to steal Dominic Mysterio from her, just like what happened a year ago. This could go multiple ways. WWE can go ahead with their reported plans once Morgan returns, with her and Dirty Dom turning babyface to feud with Perez and Finn Balor. However, just like last year, Mysterio may choose to leave his current girlfriend for someone new. He did it to Rhea Ripley, so Liv Morgan might not be safe. It remains to be seen what will happen once she is back from her injury. Either way, expect some interesting developments within the Judgment Day until that happens. Liv Morgan was injured on WWE Raw last week. Since then, WWE has had to rework many of its plans in which she was a part. Now, a report claims that the Judgment Day member was in line for a title shot against Anoa'i Sky. According to Corey Hayes of Bodyslam.net, Liv Morgan was originally set to face Anoa'i Sky at Night of Champions on June 28th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The bout would have been a culmination of their ongoing cold feud, which had been slowly building over recent weeks. The title match wasn't the only plan that WWE had to reportedly scrap. One major change involved a mixed tag match at SummerSlam, where Morgan and Dominic Mysterio were slated to face Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez. The match was built based on the issues that are rocking the relationship between the Judgment Day members. With Morgan now sidelined, those plans have been shelved, and creative adjustments are allegedly underway across multiple storylines. Liv Morgan dislocated her shoulder during her match against Kairi Sane was instantly taken to the back. The wrestling world sent out prayers and love for the injured superstar, including her arch-nemesis, Rhea Ripley, who broke character to send out a message. In an interview, Natalya spoke about Liv Morgan's injury and her road to recovery. She said that no matter what challenge the former Women's World Champion faces, she manages to land on her feet. The Queen of Hearts went on to say that Morgan was someone who would take whatever she got and would eventually turn it into gold. Liv Morgan is out of action after dislocating her shoulder during her match with Kairi Sane on the June 16th episode of Raw. The injury has left her tag team partner, Raquel Rodriguez, without a teammate. However, WWE reportedly has no intention of vacating the women's tag team titles. According to PW Insider, the company is considering former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez as a possible replacement. The report describes her as a heavy favorite to step in alongside Rodriguez and carry the titles forward. Those plans appeared to take shape on the June 23rd episode of Raw, where Perez came to Rodriguez's aid during an attack by Rhea Ripley. She even helped put Ripley through a table, signaling that Roxanne might be stepping into a larger role. Rodriguez and Ripley are now set to face off in a street fight at Night of Champions 2025. Meanwhile, CM Punk gave a heartfelt shout-out to Liv Morgan at Fanatics Fest. Shout out to Liv Morgan, who recently got injured. She was like my MVP for the year. I look at people like Liv, who probably started right after I left. 2014-ish, and just from the time I've been around her and been able to see her work. Just the way she's developed this last year and just broken out of her shell and turned into this little worker, it kind of warms my heart. Chad Gable may be off WWE television for a while due to an injury. Body Slam reports that Gable is currently dealing with an undisclosed injury, which appears to be serious enough that WWE adjusted its creative plans. The injury is the reason for the angle involving Penta on this week's episode of Raw. In a backstage segment, Chad said he's glad Braun Breaker destroyed Penta. Penta then superkicked Gable and snapped his arm backwards. This beatdown appears to be a cover for Gable's injury, giving the company a way to either temporarily write him off or reduce his in-ring workload. The injury was serious enough to require a shift in storyline direction. Also, this means we won't be seeing El Grande Americano in action for a while. WWE reportedly plans to replace injured Liv Morgan as Women's Tag Team Champion. Liv Morgan is expected to miss several months of action after dislocating her shoulder during her match against Kairi Sane on WWE Raw last week. As a result, WWE is reportedly preparing to replace her as one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. Morgan's injury has left Raquel Rodriguez without a partner, and WWE seems to be considering Roxanne Perez as her new tag team teammate. Perez has recently appeared alongside members of the Judgment Day, hinting at a possible addition into the faction influenced by faction leader Finn Balor. According to PW Insider, Raquel Rodriguez is expected to continue holding the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. However, the plan as of now is to have former WWE NXT champion Roxanne Perez as her new tag team partner. This direction was also hinted at on Raw, when Raquel Rodriguez brawled with Rhea Ripley. During the chaos, Roxanne Perez ran in, attacked Ripley, and helped Rodriguez put Ripley through a table. After the brawl, a furious Rhea Ripley confronted Adam Pearce backstage and demanded a match against Raquel Rodriguez. Pearce made the match official for Night of Champions as a street fight. With Roxanne Perez running in on Raw, it will be interesting to see if she gets involved again during the match this weekend. Speculations and rumors are among some of the favorite pastimes for WWE fans worldwide. Fans from all over the world enjoy discussing and debating various aspects of the world of pro wrestling. In the aftermath of WrestleMania 41, the rumor mill continues to run in full force. In today's edition of the Rumor Roundup, we cover the latest rumors and news circulating among fans on social media, including a scrapped match between Io Sky and Liv Morgan, Chad Gable's injury, Drew McIntyre's return, and the length of the July 4th episode of SmackDown. Bodyslam.net has reported that Liv Morgan was originally going to challenge Io Sky for the Women's World Championship at the upcoming Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, before she was injured. One half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan, suffered a horrific injury on the June 16th edition of Monday Night Raw. During her match with Kairi Sane, Morgan dislocated her shoulder. Following the injury, reports suggested that Liv will be out of action for around 12 weeks or 3 months. The duration of WWE SmackDown episodes in July is still unclear, and a new report suggests that even WWE might not have finalized its plans yet. On the recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez discussed the uncertainty around the show's format, especially for the July 4th episode, which is set to be taped next Monday after Raw. Alvarez mentioned that it's reportedly scheduled to run for 3 hours, though this conflicts with other recent reports. Meltzer said he's heard the same but hasn't been able to confirm it with his sources, indicating that WWE may not have settled on a final plan yet. Although SmackDown is set to permanently adopt a 3-hour format beginning August 15th, the programming schedule for the weeks prior is still uncertain.